rack. But I will say that this is probably the most deceiving shoe rack I've ever seen, because while it is great for shoes, and I mean, I could absolutely, now I'm gonna leave my shoes on. I was like, I could take them off, but I'm just gonna leave them on because I'm gonna have to put them back on and sit down and do it, so we're not gonna go down that road. But this, you can use as like a front entryway. You will be able to put this behind a couch. There are so many different ways for you to be able to use this shoe rack, but that is one very big obvious way to use it when you get it at home. This is on a clearance price at $76.99. You would expect to pay a lot more than that. And in fact, it would be $125. So $48 in savings here today, and an easy payment plan of $25.66. Alan, last time I checked, this is the last 400 that we had available. Is that still correct? Or, yeah, no, there's only 400 that remain, and that's it. When it's gone, it's gone. It's not coming back once it's on that clearance price. So do pick up on this now while we have it and take that savings of $48. One of the most organized people that I know is Jennifer Kovich, and she is here with us in studio. Nice to see you.
Good to
I'm so
see
glad to have you here. I mean, there's no
pleasure.
storage solution show without you, of course.
Well, thank you.
We always have to. I think of you when I think of storage. Walk us through this, because this is a pretty cool piece. It's really versatile.
Yeah, it is. It's super versatile, and what I love is you've already said it. You could put it behind your sofa, put it in your entryway. Because it has a slim profile, it's perfect even for those hallways and those tighter spaces where you need the additional storage, whether it be for your shoes or it could be your books, family games, what have you. So what I love is that you're getting 4 shelves here, and then the 5th obviously on top if you want to include that as your additional shelf. But these bottom 4 shelves, they're all powder coated matte black finish steel. Love that. So you're getting the durability of the steel, you're getting that nice matte finish which will go with any decor in your home, but also you get that perforation on all of the shelves. So it gives you that full 360 aeration.
Right.
So if you want to put this maybe in your garage, the kids are putting some of their sports equipment on here, their lacrosse sticks, their lacrosse cleats and everything else. They're muddy, they're dirty. Well, if it's muddy and dirty, then all of that can drip right down and it's not going to stay necessarily on the shelf. But what I also love is that each shelf has a 20-pound weight capacity, including the top. We do give you those adjustable feet on the bottom.
That's what I'm noticing here, is that you could adjust the feet here and it will be able to work with really any surface.
Yeah, so you can level that out. If your floor is not as level as we would all like it to be, you can absolutely do that with those 4 adjustable feet. But again, having a 100-pound weight capacity altogether means you can really do so much with this. And let's say you did decide to put this behind your sofa. Because we give you this faux wood finish on top, it really allows you to create a beautiful area. Like maybe you want to do a lamp, maybe you want to put your remotes here in a nice box, a decorative box, and then underneath you put your DVDs, your favorite books. If you're a knitter or you have games like family game night, put some of your board games down here on the next shelf. But it really allows you to do so much.
I'm thinking like a 5x7 photo frame may work on this. So if you want to zhuzh it up with that, maybe a little Harry Slatkin candle that's on the top. I'm going to say a little coffee station, put a Keurig on here.
I love that.
Have your pods underneath that you'll be able to pull out, maybe a couple of mugs on this. This really does become a piece that you can use all throughout your house.
Right.
It was designed with shoes in mind.
It was.
But everybody that likes to be organized looks at this and says, oh, wow, that's a really beautiful piece. Now, why is it so beautiful for shoes? Because if you are somebody that does have to have, like I look at this right here, maybe you're somebody that doesn't have a ton of space and your shoes, you're kind of forced to have them out in the open.
Yes.
You don't want them to be on those racks that are the pulls and it's not appealing. You want it to have a gorgeous look.
Yes.
If you put the shoes on here and you had a little bit of greenery and plants, picture frames on top, you kind of forget or lose the shoes that are here.
Yeah, I agree with you completely. And 2, I love this slim profile. Because it's less than 12 inches in depth, it's great for the back of your closet where your clothes are hanging above it. And then if you really wanted to really kind of create, if you have a bust that you keep all of your necklaces on, maybe you have a jewelry box that you want to set out right next to that, you can, and then you can put some of your accessories, your belts and things like that underneath, maybe in a different compartment. We have those accessory organizers from Cella.
You could use them on this.
You can absolutely use them in this.
You know, what's like the biggest complaint that I feel like I hear from every single person who lives anywhere, apartment or home or dorm or wherever, it's there's not enough shelf space. There's not enough storage. And so we're forced to have to bring things like this into our home. But a lot of the things that you're going to find out there, let's let's call it what it is. A lot of them are ugly.
They're
a lot of them,
ugly.
they're made to be in a closet and locked away.
Absolutely. They're utilitarian.
This is not.
Yes.
And this certainly, if you had a closet that you wanted to put it in, you can. I have a shelf that I put a little storage. It's a little bit smaller than this that I have in one of the closets that I have that's a little bit smaller, just to give some more of that storage space. And I have those little cubes that can go on the inside of it. But I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, okay, down in my basement, this would be perfect. This would be perfect to have maybe, and we have like a little craft room that we made. So it was just one of those like little extra rooms. It was actually my old studio when I would Skype in here, and we turned it into a little craft room.
Yeah.
This would be the perfect piece because it's that room in particular is 9 feet by 11 feet. So it's not big. It's really like a glorified closet. It's a little bit bigger than that. This, because you said it is just that 1 foot in depth, I can still store a bunch, but it's not coming out and taking up half the room.
Right, and put your baskets in there, but put everything inside your baskets and it still looks nice and clean and clutter-free.
It's also a clearance price here, saving you $48. So we're talking about $76.99 instead of $125, and you can break that up onto an easy payment of $25.66. All right, Jen, thank you so much. We're going to see you in a little bit, though.
Yes, thank you.
Not going anywhere. Actually, she's got this, and this is the first day it's presented from Cella.